Coders. I hope all of you are doing good and safe. We are meeting after a long time due to this COVID situation, and I had some very strict and hectic schedule. So yesterday I had a very good experience. One of my teammate asked while we were working regarding annotation, or he asked what is the importance of annotation. Okay, we are using it very regularly in our Spring based applications, but people who are using it, they are sometimes may not have the idea of basics of annotation. So I thought of sharing the information not only with him but also with you by recording this video. So let us jump into this annotation fundamentals. Annotation is something which is introduced in Java from Java Standard Edition in JDK 1.5. Means it long back from around 2005. So annotation is something which is similar to comments. In most of the programming languages we are using comments. So it is extension of comments, you can say. But how it is different from comments? Comments are basically we use in our program, maybe multi-line, maybe single line. So basically it is for us, means a programmer, or maybe it's for a human being, means whoever will open the code, he can or she can find any information about the program. But sometimes we may have the requirement to write the program, and the program will be used by somebody else, not the code, means only the executable files or maybe the jar files, whichever we are going to distribute, that is going to be used by somebody. Like somebody has given us Java development kit, like Oracle has given us Java development kit, we are the users. So similarly, if we want to write a piece of code which will be used by some other programmer, or might be a runtime environment, might be a Spring container, whatever you can imagine. So how they will be able to find information about the code by using the comment, unless and until the code is not available to them. So in that case they will be having the bytecode, most of the cases, which is not human understandable. So in that case annotation comes to the picture. There is a very old mechanism of Java that's called as reflection. So reflection makes possible of using this annotation, which is a extended version of comments. So annotation is for programmers and for programs. Means tomorrow if you are going to write a program which will use my program, suppose, in that case what you will do, I will give you only the distributed code, means code distribution I will do. I will not supply you the source code. Then how come you will know which code I have written, which method you should override, which method is deprecated, which method is having the certain kind of warning. So in that case you need to use this annotation. So annotation, there are certain inbuilt annotation, and as well as we can create our own annotation. Inbuilt annotation you might have seen in Java Standard Edition. You have override, suppress warnings, deprecated, all this thing. And as well as we can create our own annotation. Like if you are using Spring or Spring Boot application, there you are using entity, there you are using controller, there you are using repository. Lot of different annotation we are using. So these are Spring defined, not by Java Standard Edition. So let us have a look at a small piece of code where I will show you how to go for using annotation. Suppose here is a very small program I have written where I will show you a main method which has this class, main class also, and there is a system.out.println. That's all. If I go for executing it, it will just show me annotation demo. That's all. But If I want to show you something about annotation, then there is nothing over here. I will just add maybe a method. So here I am now having a method over here, say hello. Okay, say hello method is going to be invoked by a class, or in fact say hello method is going to be invoked by this main method. I have created the object of this class, which is there in the, you can see now, here is the complete code. Here is the main method, and main method contains this object mm. Mm is the object of my main, and by using the object of my main I have gone for calling say hello. And say hello does what? Say hello is a method I have created which does nothing. I will just remove this linked list object. Okay, is say hello doesn't have anything special, just it gives the output as system.out.println hello from method 2, that's all. If I go for executing it, no problem, I will get 2 lines of output. As you can see, one line came from this main method, second line came from this say hello method. Now if I will go for making it deprecated, means if I will just mention it is deprecated. Okay, so what happens now, you can see, once I mention this annotation as deprecated, then what will happen? This say hello method is now going to have a strike mark. So strike mark indicates a method is, deprecated method. Deprecated, as you can recall, it is something which is dangerous to use. It is there in the syntactical, it is called right, but we should not use it. We should avoid using it. So that is the meaning of deprecated. So deprecated method, say hello is a deprecated method now. While declaring it is saying the say hello is having a strike mark, and as well as while we are going for this calling the method, there also we have a strike mark, but it doesn't affect the output. We are going to get the same output. Yeah. Okay. So only it is to make us avoid using that deprecated method. That's all. This is one annotation. Let us go for another annotation. Suppose I have declared an object of linked list. Linked list, which is a class present in java.util.linkedlist java.util package. The util package is imported, but since whenever we go for creating the object of any collection framework, we should mention the generic type. But since we have not mentioned the generic type, here is a warning message. The warning message says not only this variable linked list or LL is not in use, but also this method or this line has another warning, because it has not declared the generic type, it has raw type. So in that case, I can go for using suppress warning. Suppress warning is another, and here I will go for using it is a raw type. Okay, now you can see suppress one raw types. Okay, so now you can see there is only one warning, that's local variable is not in use. That is of general warning. If you don't use any of the local variable or any variable, in fact a local variable specifically, then we usually get the warning message. So this is another type of annotation. So this is the way of using predefined, or you can say inbuilt annotation. Later on we will see how we can go for creating our own annotation, custom annotation. Already few of our previous video we have used Spring Boot, and there also we have gone for using annotation. So wait for some hours. I'll come back with a new video where I will show you how to go for creating your own or custom annotation. Thanks for watching.